Good morning, guys, and welcome to another vlog. I think this will either be a daily vlog or a 2-day vlog. It's a Friday right now, so I'll either vlog today or today and tomorrow. Nora says good morning. She's got my water bottle lid in her hand. We are just up and getting going today, aren't we? I am in my uniform for quarantine, my Homebody Forever shirt from my Etsy shop, which I have been wearing in almost every single video. I promise I wash it in between each one. I'm gonna make some coffee. I think I'm going to make an iced latte this morning. That sounds really good. And get something going for breakfast. And then I'll see about maybe trying to get Nora down for a morning nap. Because our house, I don't know if you can see, could use a little tidying. It was actually really clean like a week or two ago, a week ago or so. And then it's just unraveled from there. So anyway, good morning and welcome to another video. All right, I have some of the toasted marshmallow syrup down at the bottom, about an ounce, and actually exactly an ounce because I used this to measure it, and then some almond milk. And now I'm gonna pour a double shot of espresso over the top. I love all that espresso foam. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and mix it. Yum, little iced toasted marshmallow latte with almond milk. That should be really yummy. I also got this delicious matcha. So I'll show you. I've been making matcha green tea lattes, usually in the afternoons. And so I'll show you how I've been doing that if you're interested. Super, super yummy. All right, we have a bunch of berries that are about to go bad and a whole bunch of a whole bunch of oats. So I'm going to make this 1 bowl baked oatmeal. I'll leave a recipe link below. I've never made it before, but my mom recommended it to me, so I'm gonna give it a shot. All right, here's what it looks like before it's going in the oven. Now, I had made some blueberry maple syrup sauce for use in a blueberry cobbler latte recipe that I found on an Instagram account called Your Coffee at Home. And I still had a lot left, so I decided to use that in place of the ½ cup of maple syrup. I used my blueberry maple syrup, which is why it has this purpley blue tint, which is actually really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and bake this for 35 minutes and we'll see how it turns out. All right, it just came out. This looks so yummy. It's dinner time, but I think I'm just gonna have some for dinner because it sounds really good. Riley's reheating some queso. And there you go. We have oatmeal and queso. All right, I scooped some of the oatmeal. Can you hear Dr. Phil in the background? We're watching Dr. Phil. And then this is just some plain Greek yogurt. So I'm just gonna scoop some out. It's almost like a dessert, but it's not. I'm gonna do 2 scoops of the plain Greek yogurt. And then I'm gonna drizzle maybe some of this blueberry, this leftover blueberry maple syrup stuff on top. That looks like dessert. Riley went to Walmart yesterday to pick up something for work, and he picked out this toy for Nora, which is obnoxious.
She loves it.
Ironically, it's also made by V-Tech, and it has lights and sounds, and it's just...
Ironically.
Is it a really annoying toy?
But she loves our remote. She's always grabbing for our remote.
But Nornie!
We got a new toy to play with.
Hey! That's not very good. That toy's so loud. Why is it kids always love the most
Can you
Obnoxious.
record the song that this sings and how insane it is?
2, 3, 4, 5, so many more channels to watch live.
6, 7, 8, 9, so many to watch, so little time. That's the song that sings. She's gonna be walking around a few years singing that weird song about like so many channels to watch and so little time. It's really funny. I pretend like I'm changing it. I'm like working and I'm like, okay, let's do this, whatever. She wants it more and more. Like, oh, let me change the channel. I really gotta I don't want to miss this. Well, not right now.
Is it time for you to go to bed? You ready to go night-night? Good morning and happy Saturday.
Good morning.
Why don't you tell everyone what happened last night?
We had a storm. 100-year storm, that's what they call it.
It's probably the biggest storm I've ever experienced since living in Texas.
It was the craziest. It was something else. Probably the most straight line, constant winds that I've ever seen.
The winds were insane. The winds cracked our neighbor's fence over.
Blew my sister's kids' fort away.
Yeah, the swing set is gone.
The tree in my mom's backyard in half.
Yeah, like if we go drive around town, I guarantee there's stuff down everywhere.
I want to go do that. It's crazy.
It was nuts. So that's what happened last night.
It's
so
something.
Riley's doing some laundry this morning. Those bags over there I'm taking to Goodwill. And you're eating some of that oatmeal.
Mm-hmm. It is good. It's really good cold. I knew it would be really good cold. And you know, if I was going to be real southern, I would just pour some evaporated milk on it.
Oh, that would negate all the health benefits.
It would be like a cobbler.
Oh, that would be good.
Ice cream would also be good on it.
Yeah. Over here, Riley set up Nora. She's got a front row seat to watch Bluey, which this show is so cute. We've been turning it on every once in a while with Nor. You love watching Bluey? Yeah. So I'm gonna get some coffee and breakfast and we're gonna get our day going. But like our neighbor's fence, let me show you. You can sort of see from here, there's one panel down, but after this panel that is up, everything else is down along the whole side of the yard. The posts are gone, everything's pulled out. Then you can see up here, that all came over, but this is all, except for this one panel, everything else is gone. We were having issues with this panel of our fence, and Riley reinforced it, and then he put that wood up last night before it actually stormed, and it seems to have worked because our fence is up, although it is leaning.
It's very janky.
Yeah.
But I fixed that fence post and it held, and
Yeah.
I'm so proud.
You should be. Yeah, it's pretty bad over there.
That wind was like non-stop.
I know. It was, I mean, how many miles per hour was that?
So it was 65 miles per hour, like straight.
Yeah, for hours. Hours. That was crazy. Wow. All right, so here are our drinks for the morning. I made an iced latte and I made Riley an iced matcha green tea latte, which I have been loving. So I got this matcha powder off of Amazon. It was highly reviewed and it's pretty small, as you can see, but you only use half a teaspoon to a teaspoon each time, so it can make up to 30 drinks. So I figured I would give it a shot. It's like 10 bucks. I'll link it below. So to make an iced matcha tea latte, you do like half a scoop or half a teaspoon or a teaspoon of the green tea matcha powder with a quarter cup of cold water and shake it, and then you add some milk and you sweeten it to taste if you want. For a hot, you do the same thing, but obviously instead of shaking it, you can just whisk it into the hot water. I know this is not like the proper way to drink matcha. You're supposed to like whisk it in a bowl and drink it out of the bowl and all this. This is very Americanized, but you know, there you go. So that's the powder that we've been using. Riley, you want to give it a taste?
Really good.
Yeah, it's good, right?
It's just almond milk and the matcha.
Almond milk and the matcha, and I put a couple of squirts of simple syrup in it.
It's great. Thank you.
Look at Nornie's little hair. It looks like Jack from The Incredibles. You got a little tiny tuft going on. Look at that. That's so cute, Buggy. I'm about to blow dry my hair, and while I was walking back into the bathroom, I thought, oh, I haven't shown them my closet. So I put up Instagram stories. There are a few things which we will get to that have not been done yet. I wish I had taken it before. You could not imagine. You would not have thought that it was my closet because I'm usually relatively organized. It was literally like this, but imagine it everywhere, piled high everywhere, and all across here and all across there, and just disaster status. And part of that was because I had all these clothes that were from before I got pregnant that don't fit me anymore. And then I had all these clothes that were from well before I got pregnant, like from when I used to work in a traditional office setting and I had to get dressed up for work every day. And I had been hanging on to them for, I don't know, however long, 5 or 6 years. Gosh, 7 years now. And it was just time to purge. So I had all of my sweatshirts piled up here, and they were a hot mess. So I hung them all up. So I have a lot of sweatshirts. I love wearing sweatshirts. And then I got rid of like at least 60 to 70% of my clothes, both here in my closet and there was something on all of these hangers, and they're all empty now. In my drawers and here in my closet. Now Riley hasn't done his yet, so these were random clothes of his that were on the floor, so I just put them in a pile, and then this is his as well, so I just left that there because that's not mine to touch. So I'll let him take care of that when he has a chance to do that. I think he said he's going to try to do it this weekend. And then instead of having any clothes up here, because we used to have clothes just piled, like it was such a disaster, y'all, I can't even tell you. I decided to organize it in bins and have those up there because it's just a lot easier to pull those down. So over here are some products and things that I use with some frequency, but not frequently enough to keep them in my vanity in the bathroom. This is my little nail polish caddy. This, you can see, has a bunch of different things in it that I just labeled. And then this is travel, swimwear, travel products. I have a Disney bin up there. These are clothes from pre-pregnancy that don't fit me right now. So if they fit again, then I'll pull them down. Then some postpartum stuff there. These are my boots, and that's some of Riley's stuff. This coat rack I'd also like to go through and clean up. And then I have all our shoes down here, my wedding dress back here in this blue. So it feels so good. Once this gets taken care of, it'll be, and then over here I just have sandals. This is a basket of some extra things for Riley. This is my stuff. And then we're back to here. So anyway, it felt so good. I'll flip the camera around. I'm about to blow dry my hair, like I said, so it's not dry. Let's get focused. Okay. It felt so good. It was very cathartic and very cleansing to finally get rid of some of these things that I've been holding on to. I realized that there was just a lot of sentimentality with a lot of my clothing. Because some of it I wore, you know, like when I interviewed for my first job in Austin, or really good memories, or I wore on my first date with Riley, or wore that dress to my friend's wedding, or like a variety of things like that. And so I was just holding on to it. And some of those things didn't fit me, and some of those things just aren't my style anymore, and I just wouldn't wear them anymore. And some of those things were both. And it was just time to be really honest with myself and look at each item and really think, like, am I gonna wear this? And if the answer is no, I got rid of it. Whereas in the past when I've purged, I've thought, well, I might wear this. Maybe I'll have an occasion to wear this. And at this point in my life, I needed to get rid of the things that I'm not wearing and just be really honest and realistic with myself. I also told Riley, the honest reality is that at this point, most of my friends have gotten married, and so like things like weddings are fewer and far between, you know, whereas a few years ago I went through a season where I had friends getting married just constantly. And so if there comes an occasion in the next couple of years where one of my friends is getting married and I want to find a dress for her wedding, I'll probably go out and shop for a dress at that point, something that's going to fit me and feel good, rather than I just don't need to hold on to so many different dress options, you know, when I don't dress up that often in my life right now. So it felt really good. It feels really good to come into my closet and have only clothes in here that actually fit me, that make me feel good, that are actual options, rather than like weeding through all these clothes that make me feel frumpy, that make me feel uncomfortable, that don't fit right, you know? So it was just like a huge win to get all of that done. It took all day. It took me like 6 hours the other day. I did it on and off all day long while, you know, Nora was napping, and then I had her playing in the bedroom with me, and then when Riley got home, I worked on it. So it was a really, just like I said, it was so cathartic. So I wonder if any of you guys have done that recently, where you've gotten rid of clothing that no longer fits you or no longer suits you. I did go ahead, and one of my favorite stores is J. Crew. And I love buying from J. Crew Factory. It's like their online outlet store, and the prices are really good. J. Crew prices are a lot higher than the J. Crew Factory prices. Well, J. Crew has been one of my favorite stores for a very long time, and unfortunately they just filed for bankruptcy, so that's not great. So, but for me as the customer, it's a really good time to grab some stuff from them because everything is so highly discounted. So I placed an order the other day. After I had gone through all of my drawers and all of my closet, I realized that there were a few things that I was in need of. And so like I ordered probably 2 pairs of shorts, I think 2 pairs of shorts, like a pair of jeans, and a couple of t-shirts and like a blouse. It was just like a small handful of things that I felt like I had gotten rid of, that I wanted to replace, and it was all like 70% off or more. It was like very, very inexpensive. So I was really glad for that. I have a few other things in mind that I'd like to replace that I got rid of, but it was a good start. It was a really good start. So you'll have to let me know if you've ever done that, especially if your body has gone through a transformation, like for me, pregnancy and childbirth and all of that. Even if I fit into the same numerical size in the future, my whole body feels so different. I've talked about this before. So some of those clothes are just not gonna fit right anymore, and that's okay. I'm really coming to a peace with that, and part of that for me was getting rid of stuff that doesn't fit, that makes me feel bad, and not having that be in my closet. I also wanted to share under my side of the sink. I really should have taken before pictures. It was one of those things where it was just a snap decision that I was just going to take care of cleaning out all the stuff in my dresser, closet, bedroom, bathroom, everything. And I just started, and I really should have taken some before shots because you would be shocked. But I reorganized under my sink. So in this container, bin, whatever you want to call it, I have some different kinds of hairbrushes that I use from time to time, and then these are all of my styling tools. So I have like my diffuser, a couple different curling irons, my flat iron, my blow dryer, and then usually this is up here too, but I'm about to use it. And then on this side is all bath stuff. So I have like bath bombs in here, and then Epsom salts, and just a variety of different things, bath oil, all kinds of stuff. And then back in the back are pregnancy tests. Do not need those right now, so those are back in the back, but eventually one day maybe I'll use those again. So that felt really good to get that all organized, because now when I open it up, it's not just an avalanche. It's like, oh, I can actually find what I need. One more thing before I blow dry my hair. My nails are done right now. I have like a French mani on. I actually, when I was cleaning out my closet, I found those, they're like nail wraps. So they're not like raised. It's like just basically paint that you kind of wrap. It's by a brand called In Coco. I know you can get it from Ulta. I also have gotten them from Walmart. But anyway, I found a set that I had in there, a pack of them that were these French manicure ones, and I haven't had a manicure obviously in months and months and months, well before Nora was born. So I figured that would be a fun thing to do. So I did that the other day. So Nora had a pediatrician appointment a couple days ago, and one of the nurses was like, wow, your nails look so good. And I was like, yeah, they're just from Walmart. Like, I haven't been out to the nail salons, although I think here in Texas, those are starting to open up some. So I think some people are gonna go out and do that. I am not quite yet, but I would love sometime this summer to go get like a mani-pedi that would be really nice. All right, I'm gonna finally get to blow drying my hair. All right, I just finished blow drying my hair. I love this thing, this Revlon one-step styler. I think it is so good. I've talked about it many times, but it just, so fast. And it just cuts down on so much time because like my hair is done. I love it. I've been using, and I have shared this already, but I'll share it again just in case. This Kenra Platinum blow dry spray. Stuff smells amazing and works super, super, super well. It cuts down on blow dry time, and it also protects your hair, and it makes it really silky, and it smells really, really good. So there you go. I have been feeling this week, since in all of these vlogs, I've pretty much been doing a little checkup on how I've been feeling and then asking you guys how you've been feeling, which I have been reading all your comments. I haven't had a chance to go through and respond for the past few videos, so I apologize for that, but I have been reading them all when I have the chance. This past week have been feeling kind of low. I was feeling really good like the week before, just feeling like I had some energy again, and I was starting to kind of hit my stride. And I don't know, this week I've just been feeling kind of tired and unmotivated. Although I did do the closet clean out, which was like huge. Like I've been wanting to do that for months, basically ever since Nora was born. So I don't want to discount that because I did get that done, which was a really big deal. But aside from that, I just feel like I'm just dragging. Feel like I'm dragging. So, and I've been getting good sleep. I haven't really spent very much time outside. I wonder if that's part of it, because it's been kind of wacky weather, and like you saw, it was like super crazy storms today, and it's supposed to be stormy like for the next week on and off, which makes it hard to get outside for obvious reasons, especially with the baby, because I would hate to get caught in a storm with her. So we'll see how this week goes. I would love if I could to get out and go take a walk at least a couple of days this coming week. But yeah, I'm not like on the scale of like neutral, super, super happy, super sad. I'm like pretty neutral. I'm not like feeling depressed or like miserable or anything like that. I just am feeling tired and just sort of like meh. So I wonder if you guys are feeling the same way, or if you're doing really well, or if you're not doing really well. You'll have to let me know below. Also, now that since I'm standing here, whoops, sorry. Look at this, it's great. This, I've been talking about that I wanted to get a face sunscreen to use after all my Dermalogica stuff. And I was gonna order the Dermalogica sunscreen, but I was placing a Grove order, and I saw this on Grove, which if you sign up, this is not sponsored, but if you sign up for Grove through my referral link below, you get like a free 5-piece Mrs. Meyer's cleaning set, which is pretty fun. But anyway, I saw this on Grove and I thought, well, I'm already placing an order, I'll give it a shot. And it's by Bare Republic, and it's the Mineral Sunscreen Face Lotion. And it's a sheer cream to powder formula, and it really is so great. I genuinely hate sunscreen, which is not a good thing to hate because I have such fair skin. But here's what it looks like. If you hear that banging, it's them fixing the fence outside. Here's what it looks like. It looks just like a normal sort of, cream. And then when you rub it in, it turns into a powdery feel on your hand, or on your face. I guess you can put it on your hand. And it just blends in. It doesn't have a white cast at all. So I've been using that on my face every day in the morning. And then I haven't really been wearing makeup much, but on the few days that I have, it wears beautifully under makeup. In fact, it acts almost like a primer. So definitely recommend this if you are looking to add sunscreen as a step in your morning routine, which I know is so important, and everyone says it's so, so important, but I drag my heels on it a little bit sometimes because I just do not like the feeling or the smell of sunscreen. I know some people, like my mom loves the smell of sunscreen, I don't. So anyway, there's a little recommendation from me to you if you're looking for that. The other thing I wanted to mention, I have new earrings. This lighting is horrible, sorry. These are from Kenra Scott. I have new ones that I was wearing yesterday too. I got 2 pairs. The ones yesterday were little silver knots, really cute. They emailed me, they emailed everyone on their email list a couple of days ago and said that they were having a buy one get one 50% off sale. And I wear stud earrings 364 days a year, if not 365. That's my preference. And they have a lot of really cute studs, and I had inadvertently lost 1/2 of all of my stud earrings. So I had 3 pairs that were my favorites, and I like lost one of all of them, and they're all different. And so anyway, it was time for me to restock on the stud earrings, and I just thought these were really pretty. The color of them is like actually a light pink. It's probably really hard to tell in this lighting. And then the other ones, like I said, are just like silver knots. So I will link those below as well. Can you tell I'm kind of low energy? I'm like trying to have pep in my step. I just don't have any pep in my step. Anyway, I'm gonna go see what Riley and Nora are up to. Nora just woke up from a really nice long nap, which is like ideal. And Riley's been kind of going outside, talking to the neighbors about the fence and all that kind of stuff. So that's what our day's been like. We're trying green beans today. What do you think? And now we're trying some cantaloupe too. What do you think about that, Nornie? Oh. You're doing so well with that cantaloupe, my love. And Charlie has found a green bean over there. All right, here we are on the foods Nora has tried list. Huh? We are up to, let's see, 24. I cheated a little bit. I have like sweet potato and sweet potato fries. I have cinnamon and I have breast milk. But technically, she has tried all of those things. And Charlie has become Nora's best friend because she regularly drops things. Also, we have The Office on if you couldn't already tell. All right, I'm gonna make a matcha green tea latte this afternoon. We just fed Nora some lunch, and I just ate some lunch, and so this sounded good. So this is 1/4 cup of water heated up to just under a boil. See how well I can do this one-handed. And then you want about a teaspoon of the matcha into the hot water. And while that, you hear Nora, while that is being whisked, I'm gonna use this handheld frother to whisk it. You could also just shake it or stir it or whatever. I have some milk in my frother. I'm gonna froth that milk. Okay, now you could drink this unsweetened, but I have 1 ounce of simple syrup I'm gonna put in the bottom of my mug. And then I'm gonna pour in the mixed matcha. Okay, so now that the milk is frothed, we'll take that and pour it in. So delicious. I usually like to give mine just a little stir. And there you have it. A delicious matcha green tea latte. I'll link everything below, but you could do this without any of this equipment. I mean, even if you just had a whisk, you could do it, but this kind of makes the whole process easier, especially if you don't have an Arancino. So I'll link this below too. Hey guys, it is in the evening now. And I just decided to wrap this vlog up here. I went ahead and uploaded the footage, and I have quite a lot of it, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'm glad that I was able to document a couple of days here, but I apologize because I know I'm kind of low energy right now. I'm just, like I said, just feeling kind of flatlined right now, kind of like, I'm just kind of feeling right now. So hopefully by the next video I will have a little bit more pep in my step. If you have any ideas for videos that would be relatively easy to film for me, I would love if you would leave those recommendations or ideas below. I've had a lot of different people send me ideas, but some of them are just really complicated and would take so much time to film and edit. And the name of the game right now is simplicity, with being at home with Nora full-time, and Riley's completely back to work, so I don't have all that extra help anymore. So anyway, if you have ideas that I could do pretty quickly, would love to hear. Specifically things like story times or laundry chat ideas. Those are really easy because I can just one shot sit down and film it. I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video and get it up because it's going live tomorrow morning. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.